Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy Dante coming to you with another episode of Keeping It a Buck. Listen, I'm gonna go into this video. I'm just gonna do a reaction video. I've never done one before, so I'm gonna do a reaction video to this pastor, man. When I tell you this pastor destroys Joe Biden, oh my God. I'm not gonna try to stop it too many times. I'm just gonna try to, listen to it. You probably will see me laughing or give it some commentary here and there, But again, y'all check out this banger and you tell me. Now, this is an older video from earlier part of this year, but tell me if this pastor is not accurate. Let's go.
Our nation is gone mad. I hope y'all like y'all's president. Because in a year's time, he screwed the whole nation up. You ain't got it. I told you, I don't care how many blind eyes open if I say something like that. Wasn't my blind eye, I'm out of here. He must be a Republican. It only took that man 1 year to screw the whole country up. A year.
Where's the lie? That's all I want to know. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? And remember, he said, y'all president. And just because we say is y'all president doesn't necessarily mean you're Republican. I'm a conservative. I'm not necessarily a Republican. Definitely not a Democrat, but definitely not necessarily a Republican. I'm more conservative in my values. And because there's only two parties, you got to vote for the right or the left. And I prefer to vote for the right if I don't have those, only with those two options. But, let him go ahead and keep talking.
Don't be looking at me like, no, our nation's gone backwards. A year ago, you were paying $2 a gallon for gas.
Now it's like $4.50. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about it's going to go a little higher, but you can tell this is back in the day when, when gas was about $3 and some change. Now it's like $4.50, close to $5. Some areas I think I seen today was $8. So, man, and he did all this. Joey Biden, Sleepy Joe, did all this in what, 15 months, 16 months, taking America backwards.
Yeah, let's take it where you can relate. And you're paying almost $4 now because of his decisions. Yeah, it's his decisions. 2 million people have crossed our borders from Mexico. Now he's getting political. No, kingdom.
Yes, sir.
I'm kingdom. Screwed it up. You got.
And I'm gonna pause right here. I'm not going to interrupt it too much. I'm gonna let them talk, but I'm gonna say this. I wish Christian people would stop saying church and politics have nothing to do with each other. That's not true. If that's the case, then why do we have the 501c3? You know what I'm saying? And things like that. So the government get involved, the church, but the church can't talk about politics. Nah, we need to talk about politics because they affect every area of our lives. And stop saying that the president have nothing to do with gas prices. We all know they set policy, and when they set policies, those policies trickle down to the people like me and you that are, going to be affected by it. The president is fine because we're paying this bill, so all them other people, it is what it is. So I'm just saying, what he's saying, he's on point.
And these people coming in they don't get COVID tests. And they aren't forced to get vaccinated. And they put on airplanes, read your paper. No, they ain't gonna put this in your paper. They don't report this. But they are flying people who cross the border illegally. Your government is flying them to cities across the United States and putting them up in hotels and paying for them with your money.
Just like they just sent $40 billion over there to Ukraine, talking about sending more money to Ukraine. I'm gonna tell you something. People are worse off than the infidel when you don't take care of your own. We pay all these tax dollars and we can take care of everybody else. People crossing the border illegally, but yet and still, we who pay taxes that are citizens of this nation, we got to struggle. Something ain't right about that. I'm gonna tell you something. People that voted for Sleepy Joe, like Trump say, what do you have to lose? You're losing most of your money buying eggs and milk and bread and gas, and everything is just up, up, up. Everything is going up except Joe Biden's poll numbers, you know?
Only took a year to screw the country up. Just took a year. Just took a year. Yeah, he must be a Trump supporter. No, I believe. Yep. In a year's time, men who say they women are competing on the college level in women's sports and depriving women who have been working all their lives to be the best woman in their sport the ability to be that, because this man won't be a girl now.
He'll be a girl now.
A year. One.
Want to be a girl now.
I got here by introducing the fact that the world is being, Satan has released a spirit of deception. He has released.
If y'all notice, the claps are real thin. Now, if he was talking about racism and talking about all this other stuff, people be up hooping and hollering, woo, 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 you right, that's right. But when you go down Truth Avenue, people tend to get quiet. And if you notice, the claps are very, very thin, very.
Black folks don't like me talking about this. They can't stand it when I talk about it. It was all I could do when the congressman came here. Now, I told somebody to tell that man, now I'm going to let you speak, but don't you get up here talking about politics. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that the Voting Rights Act is passed. It was all I could do. And the Holy Spirit checked me because I was coming up.
Thank God for the Holy Ghost.
I was going to straighten that dude out. That's because you ain't telling folks the truth. This government has people believing that people are deprived of the opportunity to vote.
It is proved in Georgia. That's a lie. If you go vote in the United States of America, you should be a legal citizen. Point blank, period, the end. You should have an ID to vote. We already know, and I'm a believer that what happened in 2020, most of y'all know there was some shenanigans going on. There was some fugazi, there was some improprieties going on in 2020. And this is how we end up with this dunce up there in the White House. And I'm not going to sit here and act like Trump was the cat's meow or the best thing since sliced bread, but he was better than this. I know I had more money in my pocket. I know gas was around $1.80 something a gallon. Down here, I think it even got down here in North Carolina where I'm at, so down like to $1.50. May have been even lower than that. Gas had got down very, very low before they hit us with the pandemic.
Because they're saying these red states is trying to keep our people from voting. Hogwash! You should have identification to vote.
Facts.
You shouldn't just be able to vote without being identified as a citizen and a resident of the area that you live in. It's
Facts.
wrong.
Facts.
We're going to get that voting right. We're going to forcefully advance. I'm just sitting in my chair. Tell people the truth. They ain't giving people opportunity to vote. You look at the states who pass these laws that are considered racist. They have more polling sites, longer voting hours. Get quiet on me. It's okay. And you shall know the
truth,
and the
truth
shall set you
free.
Because see, if we don't require people to have valid identification, anybody can vote. And if we give them some money, if we keep giving out free money, ain't no way them people gonna want us out of office. I'm for truth. I ain't for nonsense.
Excuse me.
I ain't a brainwashed Negro.
Facts. Me either, bro. Me either, Pastor.
God gave me a brain,
That works. Not just
and I'm
saying,
not
bro.
a sheep. Amen.
Amen.
And they telling you to do one thing, and they doing something different.
Hypocrites.
If you watch the Super Bowl, California got strictest restrictions, like mask mandates for indoors. None of the celebrities had on masks. The governor of California, almost a year ago, that dude was out during real tough times of COVID. He was out at a fancy restaurant with all his buddies, didn't have on a mask. But you better wear one, because we think for you.
And you know what? I don't know if this dude, because he said he's not a Republican, but he talked like one. But I'm not saying that he is. He's probably just conservative like me. But at the end of the day, you don't hear a lot of black pastors speak this way, that have an audience, that have influence. You don't hear nothing from T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar. You don't hear nothing from them, speaking against the tyranny that they're trying to impose on our nation. You don't hear them speaking out about the abortions. You don't hear them speaking out about us being able to have the right to carry guns legally. And if we're in the mental state to be able to carry a gun, that we should be able to own guns. The Constitution says that we can. The Second Amendment says that we can. But you got these pastors, a lot of times they're bought and paid for by the government, and this is why they don't say nothing. So I got much respect for this brother right here, this pastor, this man of God, not using this pulpit to gain popularity, but to give them truth, man. And that's what we need in 2022 is truth.
We think for you. You ain't smart enough to think for yourself.
My body, my choice, right?
Everybody say, well, you shouldn't be so controversial. It's not. You ain't gonna shift from that kingdom to this kingdom holding on to delusion. You are not. And I'll say it, I don't care who like it, I don't give a rip.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Checkmate.
Surgeon General of the United States, read an article this morning. Surgeon General of the United States, double vax with a booster with COVID. His whole family got it. Queen Elizabeth, double vax and boosted and got COVID. Well, we should trust the science. Why? Well, they won't get as sick. Well, I didn't either.
Me either.
Uh-oh, they walking out on me now. That's good. I must be doing good. Okay. I really don't. I really don't. I don't. What's that got to do with delusion and deception? Because y'all still think they're right. Right. You still think that what the smart folks say is right. And Stevie Wonder could see. I'm not against you. Hear my heart, y'all. So when I talk about these things, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. And really what I'm saying to you isn't whether you're vaccinated or not. That's immaterial to me. I just want to let you know what spirit has been released. And And you know it's delusional because delusional people don't know that they are deluded. They don't believe they've been deceived. You can't convince somebody who's been deceived that they've been deceived. You can't. They can't see it. But it's so obvious. The only reason I'm bringing the vaccine up is it's just intuitively obvious. They've been lying to you. The media won't let you talk against it. Why? They won't report on truth. Colin Powell, when he died, Colin Powell was vaccinated. They blew over that like it was nothing. They just talking about Colin, but ain't nobody saying or emphasizing the fact that he was fully vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do? We just, oh well. Only reason I'm teaching this. We are of a different. If you got vaccinated, I bless you. I'm not up here cursing you. I don't want you feeling bad. I don't want you getting uncomfortable. Don't get so mad that you say, I'm taking my ball and going home. Because you'll miss something. You'll miss something. The world is tripping. And I don't get it. I mean, masses of people are buying into the lie. They're buying into it. Yep. I told you, it's like this thing is like Starbucks. Give me 2 vax and a booster. This thing is like Starbucks, but nobody questions. And I'm telling you something, people aren't questioning it. And you got to ask yourself, why aren't these things being reported? Why are they, the guy, one of the guy named Robert Malone. Robert Malone. He was one of the ones that invented the technology for the vaccine. And he has been coming out saying they need to stop because we don't know enough about the effects yet. You know what they did? Took him off of Twitter, YouTube, took him off. And he invented it. And they're saying he's spreading misinformation and he invented it. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Being honest, I know you want to say, what the hell is going on? I mean, but he had to clean it up because he was in the church. But what in the whole heaven and hell is going on when we will believe a lie over truth? One thing my mother used to always tell me, a lie don't care who tell it. And I'm telling you, if the man that produced the mRNA technology for the jab, if he created it and they saying that he put out misinformation, what you think they're going to do with us that are Bible believers? They're going to come after us next because they're going to say what we believe in is false, so we're putting out false information because that's a book that was written by the white man. Because they always like to throw race and stuff. This video is about to come to an end, so I'm going to let him go ahead and do his thing. And like I said, I'll come back, give my little closing commentary. This is my first reaction video. Let me know how I did, because I ain't never did it, and I can only do it like me. I can't do it like everybody else. A quick shout out to my dude, Van from the LFR family. I like him. Martin Renaissance Man. My dude, Ty Smith. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know these people personally, but I promise you I watch their videos pretty much every day, and they impact my life. So they got me on to some saying like, hey, maybe do some reaction videos. So this is my reaction video. So y'all let me know what's up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know. I want to know. But let's go back to the video.
And then church is setting up COVID test sites. Don't be looking for no site here. You better go to Walgreens. It ain't happening up in here. Just ain't gonna do it. They've asked us to. No. When that Surgeon General, I read that article, the Surgeon General just got a booster, tested positive, and I got a runny nose, my muscles ache, got a sore throat. I said, it sounds like a cold. And that vaccine ain't suppressing nothing severe. Sound like a
cold. Sinus infection.
okay.
Okay.
Why did the kingdom come to the earth? Matthew 9:35. You can tell I'm slightly passionate. Because, now the reason I'm passionate about this is Satan is smart. He's very smart. Now, he ain't too smart because he went up against God. But if you just go from an intellectual perspective, intellectually he's smart because he knows what it takes to influence the masses. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing with the thing with this whole COVID thing, the COVID demon was released so that the stage can be set for the entrance of the Antichrist.
See, nobody want to talk about that.
That's the truth. The Antichrist cannot lead the world unless the world trusts and follows him. So,
hey, look, check this out. If you think about it, when they went to the forum last week, that's what they was talking about. They was talking about introducing the New World Order, and they was talking about, basically, taking away our rights, taking away our Constitution. They was doing a whole lot of nefarious things at that conference. Bill Gates got there and spoke. Klaus Schwab got there and spoke. This is a dude that said that we will, basically own nothing to be happy. Why you think they want to push everybody out of the burbs into the city, the inner city? Because these apartments are ridiculously high, and people can't afford it. So if people can't afford a place to live, what eventually will happen is if they have young children, the government will come in and try to take the kids because they're not able to provide. I'm telling you, this is a snowball domino effect, and we need to wake up and we need to stand up. Right is right, wrong is wrong. There's Republicans I don't fool with. There's Democrats I definitely don't fool with. But I'm just saying is at the end of the day, we need to stand up for our rights because what this man is saying is accurate. But for real accurate. We got about 2 more minutes and we done with this video. Promise to God.
So how do you get the masses to submit to government? Fear. Scare the bejesus out of them.
False evidence appearing real.
Scare them. If you scare them enough, they'll do whatever you tell them to. Amen? They'll do whatever you say because they are. Guarantee you there'll be another variant that comes up before election time.
Monkeypox. That old monkey.
Truck drivers
Monkeypox.
Can't even protest in Canada. They locking them up.
Let me pause right there because in Canada, Trudeau just came out now. We're talking about banning handguns. So once you take the population from being able to defend itself, here comes tyranny. So I'm telling you, they use these shootings and everything that's going on, which is horrific, to kill 19 children and teachers and to go to Buffalo and kill people. Those are heinous crimes. But the legal gun owners like myself, because I did a video previously talking about me, I could have been a black mass murderer. But what I didn't say in that video was when I was in a position where I wasn't mentally sound, I took my guns and I gave them to somebody and had them locked up until I felt comfortable enough to have my guns back in my possession where I knew I wouldn't do anything stupid. But that's what Trudeau is doing over there in Canada. He mentioned Canada, and I just want to kind of throw that out there. You could do your research on that and see that. Stephen Crowder was talking about it earlier, talking about Trudeau, and Trudeau said for itself, he had signed it where he's banned handguns. And we know, if you take handguns, or if you remove the AR-15s or whatever guns you remove, they're going to keep on removing it until eventually they're going to say having a butter knife is dangerous and causing mass, casualties. These people going too far. You give them an inch, they're going to take about 10 miles. We got to do better.
Up. Just because they're protesting. They're not protesting whether or not you should get vaccinated, because 90% of the truck drivers are vaccinated. 90% of them are vaccinated. They said, we're protesting because we don't believe that the government has the right to make me put something in my body. And so what is the government's response? We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You are spreading misinformation, and now they're locking them up just because they have a different opinion. That's the wrong kingdom in charge.
Now, the video, that was the end of the video, but I'm going to say this right here really, 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 really quick. What he said at the end, he said that people want to tell you what you can put in your body, but then you have these pro-choicers that say you can't tell me what I can't take out of my body. Now, this is the thing. If it's your body, do what you want to do to your body. But when you got another body inside your body, it's not your body, your choice. You should have thought about that when you lay it down. But that's a different story for a different day. What I'm saying is that the government is so hypocritical that they play on people's emotions. And that's why I don't trust the government. I don't really trust the government, because we the people go out to stand up for each other. We the people, black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever, Americans. You got all these different people that are Americans. We go out to stand up together, because united we stand, divided we fall. And United States now is so divided. And guess who did this? The political realm. It was the mainstream media. They put out what they want to, and they paint a narrative that's oftentimes we come to find out, even like with the pandemic, we find out a lot of stuff that they said at the beginning was not factual. Things they said about George Floyd, we found out wasn't factual. Things they said about the Uvalde shooting, we found out, as people, want to be the Monday, quarterback, we found out wasn't true. What I'm saying is that we got to take time and do our own research, because if we want to learn, we have to learn how to teach ourselves and teach each other. And I know they like to censor a lot of stuff, but if you got to kind of do like Harriet Tubman did, and have the underground railroad of truth and knowledge, so be it. So this is my first reaction video. I don't know how I did. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? And there's like another one I want to do. If this was okay and I did pretty good on this one, I'll do another one. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they're fun. I think doing reaction videos are fun. I get to take a minute to break, and then I get a chance to listen to what they say and let y'all see my real reaction. And there ain't nothing fake about it. It's real, raw reaction. I love you guys, man. Y'all step and y'all stay blessed. Peace.